Welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here back in New York, finally, and over my jet lag, somewhat. Anyway, it's really good to be back and back in the groove, and you know, there's nothing like home, darling. There's no place like home, said Dorothy. Now, thank you guys, thank you. Look, if you haven't been here before, welcome, and I hope you stay and you keep coming back. And if you have been here before, welcome back. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your likes, all your comments, all your best wishes for my mum. Thank you. She's doing as well as can be expected. She seems to be settling into her new home. So thank you all for those wishes. I really appreciate you. These readings are for, you can hear, the ice cream truck. These readings are for July the 30th through August the 5th. And this is Leo season. Happy birthday, Leo. I will be pulling an extra card out for Leo. Now, the astrological report this week is we've just had this huge eclipse, and that energy can last for up to 6 months. So we will be feeling that, the fallout. It was a big blood moon, and I did a video on that, so I'm not going to go into that. The only different thing, because we do have the sun in Leo, we also have Mercury, which is retrograde now, in Leo. We may not listen as well as we ought to during this period with Mercury in Leo and in retrograde. Now, on July the 30th, this is kind of the only thing that's, well, there's lots of little things that are kind of different, but I would be here all day going into that. So I'm going to make it succinct. So July the 30th, Venus is in a semi-square to the sun. Now, this can bring up kind of irritations from other people, but it's also an opportunity to look within, because those irritations outwardly could be from what's going on inside of us, right? So it's an opportunity to look deeper at ourselves, to look inside and to see where what's affecting us internally. Now, also be mindful of wanting more, right? And of course, with Mercury in retrograde, it's really good to, and because of the eclipse, it's really important to let go of things that no longer work for us. That's things, people, maybe even places. So it's very important to clear out our closets, to organize. I think it's a really good time to declutter after an eclipse and during Mercury in retrograde. And it's not like you can't, buy something, but really pay attention to the fine print, because we have this urge to kind of be a little impulsive and to act without thinking. I'm sorry, I am very hot here. If I put the AC on, it's extremely loud. I'm going to have to sort something out to get a quieter AC. Anyway, I'm svetsing. So, with that out of the way, let's go to, and I just want to quickly mention, even though it's the 6th and it's, I'll go into more detail next week about that, but Venus enters Libra. It's changing signs. It's going from Virgo into Libra, and it will be a little sigh of relief. Venus, she's much more comfortable in Libra than she is in Virgo. Anyway, more about that later. So let's go to your reading, shall we? Welcome, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your reading for, July the 30th through August the 5th. Mercury's in retrograde. That's all I'm going to say. I apologize in advance if I say something wrong. It's all about Mercury in retrograde. So, the first card out for you, Sagittarius, let me put my glasses on, is the Queen of Wands. We love the Queen of Wands. Let me just adjust that. This is about confidence, darling. She exudes confidence. She has everything. She's an incredible businesswoman. She's got the career and the home life. She's a wonderful wife. She's a fabulous mother. She's extremely creative, gregarious. She's out there. She's the hostess with the mostess. She's an incredible multitasker. She's fiercely protective, though. So don't cross her because, she is the Queen of Fire, darling. Passion. So you don't want to cross her. But I'm actually not getting... Well, of course, when she comes down, we're always saying, be careful of temper your emotions. Don't get... Sagittarius, you are a fire sign, don't get all... we can have a tendency to get a little hot under the collar sometimes, so we have to be aware of that. And actually, this is interesting because this is saying what I'm getting for you guys. You've got clarifying it as the Fool, right? It's about a new journey. It's about going forward differently, and that's all about... Excuse me. It's very hot here. It's not hot. It's humid. That's what it is. I can't put my AC on because it's way too loud. Anyway, so talking of hot, this, with this lunar eclipse, it is about relationships. It's about responding and reacting. It's about letting go of old behaviors that aren't working. Look, sometimes it can be disciplining a child. And look, you've been doing it again and again and again, and it hasn't worked. So it's about changing. It's about recognizing that something's not working anymore. Your behavior or your reaction to a situation or person is not working. So you need to release that and go forward in this new... It's like taking a leap of faith, and you don't have to always be right, darling. It's about doing the right thing for the right reason, and it pays off for you in the end anyway. Sometimes we're stuck in one way of doing things, and this is about coming out. The Queen of Wands is creative. It's about thinking outside the box. It's about doing things differently. It's about going forward. This is a new journey for you, if you will. And here we have the Knight of Swords. So this is about being careful about being judgmental. This is, I am getting that there's change. This is all about changing, and it's an internal change. It's about changing you, Sagittarius. This can be an old way of thinking, and this is saying drop the judgment. You have to drop the judgment on others and drop the judgment on yourself. It's like you've been quick to judge, and you have one particular picture in your head and you're not letting it go. And you're rushing in with this, it's about stepping back. It's about, because look, you've got the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is 12, right? So 1 and 2 is 3. This is about this situation. You need to sit back. Sometimes we're thrown a curveball and we are blocked in some way. And this is saying, look at this from a different perspective, because you've been looking at it in a certain judgmental way. And this is about taking a look at it from a different point of view, from a different angle. It's about dropping the judgment and being creative in how you're looking at this situation. Changing the way you're looking at it, Sagittarius. And the next card, you've got 2 cards. You've got the 2 of Cups. It's about treating people the way you want to be treated. It's about reflecting yourself in others, putting yourself in their shoes. You really have to kind of come out and imagine yourself being that person and treating people with love, respect, honor, and kindness, because that's how you want to be treated, and you won't be treated you won't be treated like that unless you have that respect and kindness and compassion for others. And you've got the Empress, another 3, darling. I am getting creativity all over the place. This is creative in how you look at the situations, being creative in how you react to situations and respond to situations, and focus on creativity instead of old thought patterns. And this is about getting in touch with your feminine self, your sensuality, being look, you've got Venus there. Look, Venus, the true, this is sensuality. This is being creative. This is having magical powers. This is manifesting whatever you want. So this is definitely, the Empress is all about creativity and manifesting and magic and sensuality and femininity. And you have the Moon, which is also feminine, right? And the Moon is clarifying it. And a light is being shed on things here. So I feel that this is an emotional time for you, Sagittarius, but a light is being shed on the situation, and I feel relationships are involved here, because the lunar eclipse is all about relationships as well. So it's definitely about relationships. So I have a feeling that you need to look at the truth in the situation, because when the Moon comes up, it's about shedding a light on the truth, right? And seeing it for what it is. Not being in illusion about it or delusional about something. It's about, it's about really looking at it. And you've got 1 and 8, which is a 9. This is about the coming to the end of a situation. So what I feel is it's all up to you, Sagittarius. You can effect this change within you and really go forward positively and brilliantly, or you can kind of keep butting your head against the wall, and that's what I'm seeing here. So this is about going forward. It's about change for you. It's an internal change that you need to make in order to have this wonderful life going forward. Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment. I love comments, and subscribe if you haven't already. This is a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, click here and that'll tell you how to get that. And check me out on Patreon. It's another way to support me. Thank you for tuning in. Mwah. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Babies, look at them. How old do you think they are, Kathleen?
For a personal reading, please go to www.liveinthesolution.com.
They're at the ugly duckling stage.
Maybe 4 weeks. I can they think they're ugly.
No, I'm just saying that because of the
No, I know.
story.